And welcome back. Ready for my next meeting. The next delegation will be Sweden. Please welcome Cornelia Jacobs.
Thank you very much.
Hi, Cornelia. Nice to meet you. No. I really love your song,
Thank you,
your
Laura.
performance. We have time to talk about it. So, the first question is how was your rehearsal?
Oh, it was so much fun.
Yeah.
Firstly, and it happened a lot of fun things. Fell and I dropped my I don't know, monitor sound
Yeah.
thing like in my pants, so it's like dingling like over here, and I was like trying to like find it in my pants while I was singing. So it was probably fun to watch, I would imagine. But everything, it was just so beautiful to be on the stage and to see the lightning and everything. I've been looking forward so long.
What do you think about the stage?
It's
huge.
beautiful. It's huge. It's beautiful. It's crazy with the water and everything. When I came to stage, I was like, it's something like white noise kind of thing in my ear, and they're like, no, it's the waterfall. I was like, oh,
Okay.
then. Let's keep it there then. So yeah.
Nathan, will you perform an acoustic orchestral arrangement of your song or the original Melodifestivalen track?
Oh, it's a question from Nathan.
Yeah.
Nathan, I will do the original in the contest.
Okay. Focus Eurovision from Turkey. Was it difficult to adapt the staging for Eurovision? Can you give us details about the changes?
Yeah, it was pretty difficult since I chose to be on the satellite stage in Sweden because I like the feeling of being on a little island in the middle of the ocean of people. Since we hadn't had concerts for such a long time, I wanted to be like close to the audience. But it looks very different here, as you know. It's a very big stage, and there's no audience in front of the stage. Everyone is up by the walls, so it's quite like distance between me and the audience, which makes it a little bit like you have to think a little bit differently. I have to, because I can't really, because otherwise in Sweden I had people this close.
Yeah.
So I will have to focus a little bit more of going into the camera, I guess. And it's so big. While the one in Sweden was quite small, but we have really been fighting to get, or not fighting, but like striving to get the same kind of essence and vibe to it, the feeling of the performance, like everything in the filming and the lights and everything. So to keep it small, and then we have this ability to really make it big in the end, since the stage is really big and cool.
But the power, it's you. I mean, I saw your performance and I thought, wow, it's just her on the stage, but so powerful to communicate to the audience your feelings. Because your song is a love letter, and it's so sweet, and you are able to connect with people, because I think your vibes are audience vibes. So, and they can feel it. Yeah.
That's amazing. Thank you, Laura.
Yeah, I think
Thank
so. Fernando from Fantastic TV Portugal, what was the real inspiration for Hold Me Closer?
The song. Yeah, it was. I was in the middle of a breakup period while it was written this summer. So it was this on and off kind of relationship where very passionate but very toxic, because it's like no one is able to feel good when someone is on and off like that, or when it's like one day it's great and then the other day it's like, where is he or where is she? And so it took me, like it went hard on me, and I was in the middle of that while we wrote this song, so it felt pretty natural to write about that.
Yeah. Chet, both your father and yourself have attended the Melodifestivalen before and came here as the winner. How did you feel when you won, and do you think you achieved your goal?
Oh, First of all, it felt amazing, of course, quite crazy, and like overwhelming in a great way. But it's like, you know, when you get like shocked, so you almost don't have any thoughts. It's just like you're just in a weird out of. It's not so. It's not a feeling that I've felt before. I think it's very crazy and surreal. And yes, I feel definitely that. What was the second question? Sorry.
Oh, wait, because there's no question
maybe
anymore.
it's like
They
coming.
canceled it. So, how do you feel when you won? Yes, you answered. And do you think you achieved your goal? So
Yeah, definitely, because my goal was to be able to be myself and do what I want to do as an artist, and what I've always, or like past 5 years, I've been like been a solo artist, and been writing and working on my my artistry since then. And my goal was to be able to stay close to myself and show what I do, and hopefully people will like it. And I mean,
I'm sure
crazy,
about
yeah,
that. Yeah.
it's so yeah. I'm very happy that I can be myself and do this, and because it's a big circus, it's easy to lose yourself into this kind of big TV shows, and a lot of people want stuff from you, and it's easy to be a crowd pleaser in that matter, to like you want to be for everyone, but you also need to stay true to yourself and what you want to do. So I'm very happy that I contained that and was able to enjoy the ride.
Yeah. What do you think about TV shows, maybe talent and music industry now? Because you have a past.
That's a big question.
Play with a band, electronic music. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a very big question. How much do we have?
No.
No, I'm gonna try to keep it short. But it is a very special branch. What did you just say? Like it's the industry. It is a very special industry because we don't have so much like security like help in the system. It's very like you're on your own.
Okay.
Like, and then if it goes good, then great. But otherwise, it's like, oh, too bad for you. You're working like when you're like writing music, no one gets paid unless you get a hit, and then you get paid like 1.5 years later, like very small amounts compared to what you're like. So it's super hard business to be in, and it's very very important, more than ever, to be in this industry for the love of music. I think, because otherwise you will tear yourself apart, because it's not a place where you like earn a lot of money, or like, if I was in it for the money, I would have chosen another industry a long time ago. Yeah.
How much is important for you to perform live?
That's the most important thing for me. That's the core to why I'm doing this. I've always been, like, when I play live, that's the only place where I can like get like a rest from my head. That's when my head stops, and like I can just be in and do like be in my emotions.
Yeah,
it's my way to get my emotions out. So it's kind of therapy for me to be on a stage and perform. So when I write music for that. For that matter, like, so if I can't, when I'm in a process with writing a song, if I can't feel or see in my head that this will work, on a big stage or on live, then I don't get the vibe. So it's very important for me that it's lively, and that I can feel the energy while we're in the room, that I can feel the energy of having an audience, because that's what I love.
That's
about
why
music.
your performance is so pure and so honest and natural, not forced.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I love your song.
Oh, it makes me very happy, Laura. Thank you.
Planet Eurovision from Switzerland. What are your musical influences? Thank you for your answer and good luck.
Oh, thank you. I have a lot of different influences. since I'm a 90s kid, it's always like it's both Britney and it's Sting and it's like Cardigans and it's
Cardigans, and I told
talk
you, you reminds me of Nina Parsons' voice and atmosphere.
That's
I have to tell you.
biggest compliment ever. Thank you.
Yeah.
Laura. I love her so much. So yeah, like those kind of I love 90s pop, but I also love rock, and I love a lot of different like Oasis, and also like Nina Simone, like an old jazz musician who is crazy, and like Bon Iver, which is more like foresty kind of music, and like Susanne Sundfør, which is a Norwegian girl who's also very. What is happening on the roof?
I don't know.
It feels like it's like small people walking around on the roof. Sorry.
Wind.
Is it the wind?
Yeah, it's windy outside, I think.
Cool. We're in the tents. I'm not used to that. Yes, a lot of different influences. I don't know if it made any. Yeah, mix of genres, definitely.
Let's talk about your outfit, your look. Not now, but also on the stage.
Oh, I thought you meant now. But look at this. This is my old necklaces.
You love jewels, right?
I love it. I love it. And this, my mother, I had my mother to like sew this to my pants. Because I got this, actually, you talked about that I've been in Eurovision before, or like in Swedish, with a girl band called Love Generation. And that was like 10 years ago. And I got these when I was in that band, but it was necklaces. So I kept it for like 10 years. And now this is like recycled shit. That's great.
Amazing.
You know, saving the planet and everything. So yeah, she just sewed this to this pants, and I'm very happy. But you wanted to talk about the stage outfit.
No, it's fine. Let's talk about your mother's wardrobe, because I know she works in the fashion industry, and you are so lucky.
Yes, I am. Speaking of like, it's a hard industry with music business. She saved me so many times for live shows because she had this crazy creations at home. So I was like, okay, I can borrow this and this and this, because it's very expensive with like having stage clothes all the time.
And do you choose your outfit by yourself or with a stylist for your performance?
Yeah, I have my like creative director, Celia Kopp. That is, we are doing like all visual creative stuff that is out except the music. We're doing like my music videos and styling and everything together. So it's me and Celia and my mother have like put our brains together and just
Europhile Australia. Did you see the Australian singer Sheldon Riley's cover of your song?
Yes, I haven't put it up yet because I'm a bad person and I have so little time. But I have seen it, and he is so talented. When I saw it, I was like, oh my God, maybe he should do it instead. I can just stay here in Sweden. He can do both my song and his song. No, he's so good, and with the piano and everything, he's so talented. Yeah, and such a sweetheart.
So. Yeah. And with jewels as mask, so you have something in common.
It's almost like my top, but on his head. Yes, we should do a duet, definitely.
So my name is Verica, and my question is, why are you barefoot on stage?
Verica, it's because it's so much easier to balance. Oh, I lost a ring. Weird. I have rings on 9 fingers, but not this one.
I really love yours.
Anyway, when you have your toes and your whole feet on the ground, it's so much easier to find balance. And I close my eyes a lot and stuff when I sing. Sometimes I lose my balance. So I've noticed that I sing better if I don't have shoes, because then I have easier to
and
control my body. Then it's cold.
The stage. Okay.
I have my lurvy tofflor. What is that? Slippers. All the way to stage, then I jump off.
Okay. Nerek from OGAE Armenia, you won OGAE Poll 2022. Thus, you are Eurofans' favorite. Yes, I think you are considered as one of the front runner. So
that is crazy.
What does it mean for you, and how do you access your winning chances of the whole contest? Assess your winning chances of the whole contest. I mean,
I'm not sure if I
get the question
exactly. The first part was.
What does it mean for you?
Let's start there, maybe.
Yeah. Do you think you are a favorite one?
Well, obviously, since I won that, I'm super honored, and that was kind of crazy. I got it was a shock when I heard it. I was like, what?
Uh,
It's such a huge compliment, and it makes me so honored and happy. Of course, it's everything would be so weird if I didn't, but and I understand that I should maybe feel like pressure about it, but I don't, which I'm very happy about because I hate feeling pressure. I think everyone does, but so I'm just super happy that people likes my song and what I do. I mean, I was pretty much an unknown, like even in Sweden before this. Like I had my little fan club or whatever you call it, but yeah, I had a few people. Like I had people, but I was quite like unknown to the Swedish audience too. So this is such a huge development. Yeah, it's crazy that from that to this, and I can't believe that I have so many beautiful people around all of Europe and even Australia and outside of Europe that are voting for me and like hoping for me to win, and that obviously like my song and my performance. That's so honoring, and almost too big to understand, to be honest. It's like thinking about space. It's like, what is this? Oh.
From Let's Eurovision, if you had a chance to do it with someone who lived or is still alive on Earth, who would it be?
Okay. Jeff Buckley.
Okay.
But I change this every day. I get this question.
Okay, every day.
Not to like. It was a really good question.
Yeah.
Not. Yeah. But yeah. Sometimes I say different. But today it's Jeff Buckley. I love that. Him.
David Lindstrom, we are living in a world of climate change, pandemic, and worries in the world. Do you have an advice for the young people who look up to you? How to cope?
How to cooperate with that? Yeah. Well, I wish I had, because I wish I knew myself how to cope with that, because it's super tricky. Or I mean, it's a very complex situation for all of us, because it happens crazy things in this world right now, and it always, like more or less, happens sad and devastating things in this world, and you want to. I think it's very important to have our eyes open to what's happening, and at the same time, we need to like continue our lives and do what we can, and not lose hope. So it's a very fine line. I think well, I'm not a guru on this subject at all. I'm still trying to figure it out myself. But to the younger people that like what I do, I guess I just want to say that try to do what you can. We can't do everything, but we can. I mean, you don't have to donate your whole salary, but donate as much as you can and do what you can, and go to what do you call it, like demonstrations and stuff, and try to be involved as much as it's possible for you to still live your life and try to. And I mean, it can also be you can also like write a song about it maybe, or try to help in. I don't know, because culture have always been a big part and an important thing during hard times historically. So there's many different ways to help, but as long as we try to help in some way, I think. Yeah.
From Australia, how did the testing positive for COVID impact your Eurovision preparation, and is everything good now?
Oh, that's sweet of you to ask, and it's a very good question, because at first I got panicked because I lost. I couldn't go to Amsterdam, and I was really looking forward, and I had talked to some fans that I knew was coming there, so I felt really bad for not coming. But it was also, I think, it was very good for me in a way, because the schedule has been like da 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 since the final.
Had to stop.
Exactly, I had to stop, and it was also on a weekend. Which is like if I stop during the week, people still call me all the time, and I'm like, oh, I can't really stop. But this weekend, me and David was like driving around in a car just listening to music for hours, and that was so good for my for the stress levels. I got like so much time for myself, and I think I wouldn't have been able to give that to myself if I wasn't sick with COVID. So it was kind of a gift, and also it was really good because then I probably can't be sick in COVID now, because it was like 3 weeks ago. So yeah.
Sure. So our time is finished, but I have to ask you to sing your song. Just your voice is so pure, so beautiful. So what you want, the hook, or you can decide what to
first
sing.
Wow, this went so quick.
Yeah,
wow.
So quick.
I could have been talking forever with you. But anyway,
Thank you. Me too.
As you can tell, my corset here is not so very, it's not so comfortable in this chair.
You can stand up, of course. If you want, you can.
No,
okay.
I had to. So. Hold me closer, although you leave before the sunrise. Might be bleeding, but don't you mind, I'll be fine. Oh, it kills me, I found the right one at the wrong time. But until the sunrise, hold tight, hold tight.
Thank you, an honor. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you very much.
And thank you all for the
questions.